All right, so welcome back to Cooking with Gual, and today we're going to make something that's it's so easy, and it's a family tradition that's been carried on in my family for years. They're called brigatinis, which I think derived from the Latin term through Italian, meaning Italian small piece of dough. Anyway, you'll see. But there's so many ways to make it. It started out years ago. Ironically, my mother's name was Esther, and her best friend's name was Esther. And my auntie Esther, she married my mother's brother, Ralph, and she was my mother's best friend. They made these, and it carried on through the years, and we just expanded them. I expanded them as we went along. To make a long story short, I don't want to keep you going crazy or whatever. But this is how we started making them. Like my auntie Esther, God bless her, rest in peace. She'd make them and she'd invite us all over for dinner. And so we'd be waiting at the table and she'd come out, I swear to you, I'm not making this up, with a friggin' wheelbarrow. And there was fucking thousands of them. I mean, you could feed an army with what she made, all right? But she started this 50 years ago, my God, and we're still making them. So they're very easy to make. And I'm going to show you the original brigatini that my family made way back when. So this is round eye beef steak, sandwich steaks, and you start off by just pounding. Very simple. And you put some breadcrumbs on them like this. Joe, get the breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs are good breadcrumbs. And do you know, during that time, my mother and who was Esther and my auntie Esther, they were best friends. They skipped school 62 days straight without getting caught. Can you believe it? 62 days. Like, it's almost hard to believe. My mother was like, and they used to go hang down the Boston Common. And God only knows what they did. We'll figure it out later. So anyway, you pound that out. You put some butter in, which is very, very simple. You roll them up. Okay. Put a couple of toothpicks in to hold them, just like it's almost like a braciole. Like if you're Italian, you know what a braciole is. You make something like this and you throw it in the gravy and you let it sit there. That's the original brigatini that my family made. Okay. Now I'm going to show you some derivatives. Like, I'm very intelligent, so I make up words like derivative. Anyway, so I decided you can stuff it with anything, right? So, here I am beating my meat. You know, what's Michael doing? He's beating his meat again. Making it with his little bichadou, abangu. So, that reminds me of another story, too, while I'm making this. Is we used to have Sunday dinners that were like, old Italian families, Sunday dinner, like the whole family showed up. Like 300 people, you know what I mean? But we'd go over my grandmother's. And somehow or another, there was 30 of us, and she'd fill. I mean, she'd say, "Mike, you have a meatball, right?" She had the same size pan as me, but somehow or another, she'd go, "Come on, you look a thin. You need a meatball. Have a meatball." She'd sit me down. She'd take her pitchfork out, right? Drop a meatball that was like, I swear to God, you could bowl with this. And it was so delicious. I don't know how she made them, but they were huge, and they oh. So anyway, we've been cooking a long time in my family, basically is what I'm getting at. This one here is add a little teriyaki to it. Teriyaki sauce. Yeah, it's spilled. I know. That's okay. Spilling is okay. And add teriyaki sauce to it. And we fill that up. Okay? Thank you, Joe. Did you shower, Joe?
Huh?
Did you shower?
Oh, that's...
All right, I want to make sure, All right, so what I'm going to do real quick, too, is clean this off so we don't have any... And then, I got to tell you, my brother John...
Little Soprano action.
Yeah, we watched The Sopranos on a binge day because there's like 19 billion feet of snow outside. But unfortunately, my brother John couldn't be here right now because... I'll let him tell you in a minute. But this is one more I'm going to make to show you that you can stuff it with anything. Okay. Like I said, you pound it out. You always put some breadcrumb on it. I mean, it's so simple. If you can't make this, you might as well get points at McDonald's and buy an unhappy meal. Please. Please. I mean, anyone who's like, I'm too lazy, things are too hard to cook, I need to be nervous. No, this is so easy.
I'll
Look
never make it as good.
Oh, no, I want Progresso soup. You know what? Just please. You're making me sick. All right, so this one here is my favorite that I decided to make one day. Regular. Now I add, garlic peppers, which I use for everything, as you know. But when you see this one, you're going to be like, oh my God, please just feed it to me now. All right, and, all right, garlic pepper, and then some shredded mozzarella. Watch this, please. My thing moved. It moved. Oh my God, like Joe wants one right now. Okay, and you roll this up.
It's frowned upon to eat raw meat, or else I would.
You know what? If there was a dog here, he'd be like possibly dead right now. But we'll skip that for later. And like I said, toothpicks and bingo. So basically, the idea is I'm gonna put 3 toothpicks in this one. It looks like it might, and take some of the cheese away that didn't want to go in there. All right, but basically those you can stuff it with anything. Use your imagination when you're cooking. Most of the time, like if you think you're cooking something and you say, hey, this might go with it, because I mean that's how I came up with this kind of stuff. And we're gonna show you the final episode in a second, and they're almost done now. But we gotta let you know, John. I know you couldn't make it today, so you might as well tell them. I don't know. Might as well just say what it is. Poor Johnny's in bed. Sick.
I don't know what the fuck you cooked last night, but I've been shitting and throwing up for 22 hours.
It wasn't me, bro.
Well, you don't that brigatinis. Like I should trust you. Get out.
You know what? See you later.
Get out.
You know what? I'll make you Dinty Moore again.
Dinty Moore.
Well, honestly, poor kids, he's getting better, and my heart and soul is with him. I don't know if you guys all know the battle he went through with COVID, so, I mean, just having him home is like, wow, having Johnny G home. But anyway, these are gonna, something fell here. Rags, I apologize. We're messy here.
That is the cameraman's fault.
But here's my glove. Yep. You gotta have a trusty hand glove, because what happens is you burn your hand, and burning hands is not good. So anyway, these are gonna be the end products right here. All right. They actually have a couple more minutes to go, but I'm gonna pull them out and just show you. This is the end product. Okay. So you can keep them in there like 10 minutes on one side, turn them over 10 minutes on the other side. You can throw mozzarella cheese over all of them if you want. But that's the basic gist of it. I'm gonna put them back in here for about 2 more minutes or so, just to get them nice and crispy. I like this, but the butter makes it go all the way through. And I'll cook these later because I felt like getting the show over with early today. I want to just sit down and relax. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode of Cooking with Wall. There'll be more coming. Joe, say hello.
Yellow.
I couldn't be done without Joe. And Johnny, say something. Tom Brady retired. He just announced it on here live. Johnny just made the announcement. He's better than Adam Schefter. Wow, Tom Brady retired on my cooking episode. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoy brigatinis. They're unbelievable to eat. You can make plenty of sides with them. And please come back and see me again on Cooking with Wall.